Alright, in this tutorial we're just going to start putting sounds into our Premiere Pro file for our final stop motion. Now, I found a piece of music that I wanted to use, and it was just a kind of like a background music, but it was all copyright free, so there was no royalty issues. Now, if you have a song that you like, with preferably an instrumental is usually better, you can just download that from the internet. Now, we're going to open up Premiere Pro. And what we're going to do, we're going to put all our files together. And then we're just going to put the sounds there. Now, there is more editing that you can do in Premiere Pro that I won't be showing in this tutorial. So you can start doing like fades, fade to blacks, things like that. So I'm just going to go to my stop motion video that's already pre-made. Now, you notice I already have music in here. I'm just going to delete that so we can show you how to do that. Now I've compiled my stop motion. Now this is what the original video was. So this title sequence is too slow compared to the video if you looked above, prior. And then there's the actual video which fades to black out. Now this is a place where you would start adding sound effects, yes, background music to make your stop motion look a hell of a lot better. You can add, say like if you have a character talking to another character, you can add grunts, sort of like The Sims, etc, etc. So what we're going to do to add this piece of music, which I already have in here, so I'm just going to delete. You can either double click in this box or press File Import. Then you can go find where that piece of music is. For example, this is my piece of music. Once it's imported, it should look like this with a green. Now it's going to go into your layers because it's audio. Just going to click and drag it into there, and I'm just going to match it to the size of my footage. Now, to make your sound effects a hell of a lot better, we can add like a fade. So that it fades in and fades out. So I'm just going to click on this keyframe here and make it go all the way down to quiet so we can't hear it. And then just a little bit later, I'm going to add another keyframe and make it come back to normal sound. So it's just a little bit, just to fade in. And then I'm going to do that to the same on the other side of the footage. So I'm going to click on the keyframe and then go right down to the end and add another keyframe which has it as quiet. And then you have your final piece of music that comes into your stop motion file. And then it's all ready to go. You can export. Now, like I said before, I do recommend putting some sound effects in. That's where you can put it on this other audio layer, or you can add some more layers later on if you need it to. If you need to have more layers to put sounds in, I would come in and edit the levels of the sounds to make sure they're not too loud or not too soft, so they can be heard. These are just examples of what you can do in putting sounds into Premiere Pro.